Are you ready to escape the ordinary? Get ready for some adventure, magic, and worlds beyond imagination. This is your guide, We Love Anime, recommending some of the best new isekai and fantasy anime of 2024. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications for more top 10 videos. Now, let's start with the video.
I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm overdosing.
At number 10, we have Ishura. Once upon a time, the Demon King was super mean and strong, but then he went bye-bye. After that, a bunch of really powerful heroes appeared. Like, so powerful, they could beat up the Demon King easily. First, there's a sword fighter who can tell how to win just by looking at someone. Then, there's a lance user who moves faster than anything. A dragon person fights with 3 legendary weapons at once. A magic user can make anything happen just by thinking about it. And finally, an angel who can kill anything instantly. All these super mighty heroes want to be the #1 strongest. So they start fighting each other to see who's best. But it's not just punching and kicking though, it's like a big game of chess with super cool abilities. You'll have to watch to find out. It's an awesome, action-packed isekai show. On number 9, we have my instant death ability is so overpowered, no one in this other world stands a chance against me. My god, these names. Yogiri was just trying to take a nap on his school trip when suddenly he wakes up in a fantasy world. All his classmates got cool powers from a wise wizard except for Yogiri. His friends are so mean, they even left him behind as monster food. But little do they know, Yogiri has a crazy secret ability. He can kill anything instantly just by thinking about it. No monster or bad guy stands a chance against his instant death power. The only problem? Yogiri is so sleepy all the time, he might just snooze through all the action. Will he stay awake long enough to use his ultimate ability? It's a super hilarious and exciting fantasy adventure that kids and grown-ups will both enjoy watching. Number 8. Sasaki and Peeps. Sasaki was just a regular office worker with a boring job. But then, he got a very special pet, a tiny sparrow that used to be a powerful wizard from another world. The magic bird made a deal with Sasaki. It would teach him all kinds of awesome spells and magic tricks, but only if Isekai quit his lame office job to go on a crazy fantasy adventure instead. So now, Sasaki and his bird buddy are teaming up, using magic to fight bad guys, meet magical girls, and explore other worlds. It's a super wacky and exciting story full of surprises around every corner. With a talking bird wizard as your friend, you never know what kind of magical quest will happen next. You will love tagging along on Sasaki's hilarious magical quests. On number 7, we have the wrong way to use healing magic. Usato was just a normal high school kid until he got transported to a fantasy world by accident. His classmates were summoned as heroic warriors to save the kingdom, but poor Usato had no special powers at all. That is, until some healers discovered Usato could use rare healing magic, but instead of using it to make people better, Usato started using his healing spells as crazy attack moves instead. He can regrow lost arms and legs in the middle of a fight or shoot sharp bones from his hands like arrows. It's a totally unique and awesome way to fight bad guys. With Usato's brilliant use of his healing abilities, he'll accidentally become the most powerful hero of all time. It's an action-packed magical adventure that'll have you going wild. Okay, now at number 6 we have Villainous Level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the Demon Lord. Yumiella was just a regular girl who loved playing video games, but then BAM! She got reincarnated inside her favorite dating sim as one of the villain characters. And here's the twist, Yumiella is actually super powerful, like level 99 powerful. She's stronger than all the heroes combined. But Yumiella doesn't want any trouble, she just wants to mind her own business at school. Unfortunately, all the other characters think she must be the evil Demon Lord because of how crazy strong she is. Now, Yumiella's got a huge misunderstanding on her hands as she tries to prove she's not a bad guy. Or girl. It's a hilarious story about a chill girl with awesome hidden powers getting into silly situations. You need to watch this if you want some funny mix-ups and cool magic battles. Number 5. Re Monster. RMC Rue was just a regular guy until he died and got reincarnated into a fantasy world as a tiny, weak goblin monster. But Rue didn't let that stop him though. You see, in this world, if Rue defeats and eats other creatures, he can gain all their awesome abilities and powers. So the little goblin starts hunting bigger and bigger monsters. By eating their skills, Rue goes from a puny runt to a totally overpowered beast. He gets wicked abilities like acidic spit, regeneration, and super strength. Soon, no enemy is a match for the mighty goblin warrior Rue. It's an incredibly wild and fun story watching the underdog goblin level up into an unstoppable force. You will go crazy seeing Rue's awesome monster transformations and epic battle scenes. On number 4 we have Chillin' in Another World with level 2 super cheat powers. Banaza was just an ordinary merchant until he got summoned to a fantasy world to be a hero. But is there a problem? He had 0 powers or fighting skills. The kingdom wrote him off as a loser. But then, Banaza leveled up and unlocked crazy overpowered abilities like controlling gravity and instant healing. Suddenly, he became the most powerful guy around. Instead of using his cheat powers for good though, Banaza decides to just relax and have fun. Then, he meets and falls for a tough Lady Wolf warrior named Rise. Well, that's a fitting name. Together, the powered-up couple get into hilarious adventures and battles. It's a wonderfully goofy romance story about an unstoppable power couple just living their best lives. You will go wild for the awesome magic abilities and cool fantasy action. Number 3 is the anime. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. A regular guy dies and gets reborn as Ars, a noble kid in a fantasy world. But Ars isn't ordinary, he has a super cool power. He can look at people and know their abilities instantly. With war coming, Ars needs to use his skill to find the best warriors and magic users. Also, he has to make his noble family stronger and more powerful. It's like he's the coach building the ultimate fantasy team. This anime lets you see Ars level up using his awesome analysis power. It's a fresh, fun take on the Isekai genre that will have you rooting for Ars. Number 2 is the anime The New Gate. RMC Shin is super strong in an online game. He beats the final boss, thinking he'll go home. But here's a surprise, he gets transported 500 years into the future of the game world. Crazy, right? Now, Shin is stuck in this new fantasy land. But don't worry though, he's still super powerful. Imagine being the strongest guy around. Shin can do whatever he wants. The story follows his adventures in this weird place that used to be a game. It's an action-packed anime with Shin exploring and making a life for himself. There's awesome world building too, so you really need to watch this cool fantasy anime. At number 1 is I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Crazier name, I know. A powerful wizard dies and gets reborn as a 10-year-old prince named Lloyd. But Lloyd doesn't care about being a prince. He just wants to keep learning awesome magic spells. Being a kid prince is tough though, and Lloyd gets into all kinds of silly situations. This anime has really cool animated fight scenes with creative spell effects and sword moves. The animators use different funky styles to make it look fresh too. While the story is typical isekai stuff right now, it's still a super fun watch, especially if you love over-the-top magical action. Get ready for Lloyd's epic magical journey. And there you have it folks, did that leave you wanting more? But I want to hear from you. Which one of these new isekai or fantasy anime has you the most hyped to dive in head first? Or if I missed any of your most favorite anticipated shows, let me know down in the comments below. Either way, you know the drill, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and peace out.